China sends 53 warplanes near Taiwan, 37 cross median line. Taiwan to hold air defense drills with mobile alerts. Taiwan expands online passport renewal for adults. Last Hong Kong pro-democracy party disbands. Iran could resume uranium enrichment in months. China resumes seafood imports from some Japanese regions. British monarchy to receive $118 million in government funding. Father jumps off Disney cruise ship to save daughter.
Hello, I'm Wade Lee. Thank you for joining us on FUNDAY News. It is Wednesday, July 2nd, World Tutors Day, and here are your top stories. And for today's Taiwan's news, Taiwan's Defense Ministry reported detecting 53 Chinese military aircrafts and 8 vessels around Taiwan in 24 hours. Of the aircraft, 37 crossed the Taiwan Strait Median Line, entering the North and Southwest ADIZ. China is also set to launch a rocket from Xizang on Wednesday, passing through Taiwan's ADIZ. Taiwan's Defense Ministry announced that the 2025 Urban Resilience Air Defense Drill will be held from July 15th to 18th, with staggered regional exercises. Sirens, evacuations, traffic control, and mobile alerts via the Air Threat Warning System will be implemented. Starting July 1st, eligible adults in Taiwan can renew passports online without long lines. The expanded service promises delivery within 10 working days. Applicants must have household registration, an expiring passport, and no change to personal information. And in global news, Hong Kong's pro-democracy political party, the League of Social Democrats, announced it had disbanded due to immense political pressure, the latest casualty in a year-long crackdown that has already silenced much of the city's once vocal opposition. Following massive anti-government protests in 2019, many leading activists were prosecuted or jailed under a national security law imposed by Beijing in 2020. Dozens of civil society groups have dissolved, and media outlets critical of the government have shuttered.
I'm deeply grateful that the League of Social Democrats once existed. I sincerely hope that in the future, there will still be voices in society that speak out for the marginalized, unflinching, unwavering, and consistent to the end.
It was the only pro-democracy party that still staged small street protests from time to time and held street booth activities to continue its advocacy despite the risks. Its chairperson said the decision to disband was made after careful deliberation, especially considering the potential consequences for its members and comrades. She expressed pride that the party had continued to contribute to the city's pro-democracy movement over the past few years. She said, "We have stayed true to our original aspirations and have not betrayed the trust placed in us by those who went to prison. While we are now forced to disband and feel a deep ache in our conscience, we have no other choice."
The head of the UN's nuclear watchdog says the U.S. strike on Iran fell short of causing total damage to its nuclear program and that Tehran could restart enriching uranium in a matter of months, contradicting President Donald Trump's claim that the U.S. had set Tehran's ambitions back by decades. Rafael Grossi's comments support an earlier assessment from the Pentagon's Defense Intelligence Agency that last week's strike on key Iranian nuclear sites did not destroy core components and likely only set it back by months.
While the final military and intelligence assessment has yet to come, Trump has repeatedly claimed to have completely and totally obliterated Tehran's nuclear program. Iran's ambassador to the United Nations, Amir Saeed Iravani, said that his country's uranium enrichment will never stop because Iran has an inalienable right to do so for peaceful nuclear activity. The conflict between Israel and Iran began when Israel launched an unprecedented attack, which it said aimed to prevent Iran from developing a nuclear bomb. Iran has insisted its nuclear program is for peaceful purposes. The U.S. then struck 3 key Iranian nuclear sites before a ceasefire began.
China on Sunday announced it is immediately resuming seafood imports from some Japanese regions, ending a nearly 2-year ban imposed over concerns about Japan's release of treated wastewater from the Fukushima nuclear power plant. In a notice on Sunday, China's customs said seafood products from 10 prefectures, including Fukushima, Niigata, Tokyo, and Chiba, will still be banned from entering the country. Products from other Japanese regions exported to China are now subject to new requirements.
The notice said products from other regions will need health certificates, radioactive substance detection qualification certificates, and production area certificates issued by the Japanese government for Chinese customs declarations. The decision was made after no abnormalities were detected following long-term international and independent Chinese sampling and monitoring of the discharged wastewater. China will strictly supervise Japanese seafood imports and will take measures if it finds any violations of relevant Chinese laws, regulations, and food safety standards. China banned all imports of Japanese seafood in August 2023, shortly after Tokyo began releasing the treated Fukushima wastewater, prompting a diplomatic and economic backlash.
The British royal household released its financial statement on Monday, revealing that the annual lump sum from the government remained at $118.5 million. The sum, called the Sovereign Grant, pays for the upkeep of royal palaces and the royal official duties and is funded by British taxpayers' money. In return, the monarch hands over all profits from the crown estate to the government, in the arrangement dating back to 1760.
The sovereign grant functions like an expense account for the monarch and their representatives, covering the costs of their public duties, including travel, staff, and upkeep of historic properties. Notably, it excludes funding for security, which also incurs high costs given the royals' numerous public engagements and events. Royal family members undertook more than 1,900 public engagements in the UK and overseas, while more than 93,000 guests attended 828 events at official royal palaces. The total grant of $118.50 million, which by law remains the same as the 3 previous financial years, is comprised of a $71.1 million core grant and $47.4 million to fund the refurbishment of Buckingham Palace.
After his daughter fell from the 4th deck of the 14-deck Disney cruise ship on Sunday afternoon, a father jumped into the ocean to try to save her. Videos on social media show passengers cheering as the two were safely recovered by a rescue boat. According to witnesses, they were picked up after treading water for 10 minutes. The girl appeared to fall when her father took her picture against a railing. A man overboard alert was broadcast on the ship, and the crew rushed to recover them.
The 4,000-person capacity Disney Dream was returning to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, after sailing for 4 days around the Bahamas. Disney confirmed in a statement that 2 passengers were rescued but offered few details about what occurred. A Disney Cruise Line spokesperson said, "The crew aboard the Disney Dream swiftly rescued 2 guests from the water. We commend our crew members for their exceptional skills and prompt actions, which ensured the safe return of both guests to the ship within minutes." The incident took place on the last day of the cruise. While it is rare for passengers to fall from cruise ships, rescues are not often successful when they do.
The answer for yesterday was B, shrouded. The mountain was shrouded in thick fog, making it impossible to see the summit. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. Last Hong Kong pro-democracy party disbands. Number 1. Disband, 解散. The activist group disbanded after achieving its main goals. Number 2. Prosecute, 起诉, 依法追诉. He was prosecuted for fraud and sentenced to 5 years in prison. Number 3. Shutter, 关闭, 停业. The factory was shuttered due to financial losses. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comments section, and the correct answer will be announced tomorrow. World Tutor Day, celebrated every year on July 2nd, was established in 2021 by Qualified Tutor to recognize the important role tutors play in education and personal growth. It's a day to appreciate and thank tutors for their dedication, often celebrated with messages of gratitude, meetups, or social media posts using hashtags like #ThankYouTutor and #LoveTutoring. And that's all for today's FUNDAY news. Be sure to tune in to FUNDAY news from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join FUNDAY for free. I'm Wade Lee, your host. I'll see you next time.